is Monday, up into October 5th, I will not be active, but my videos will be out daily. I'm getting a plastic surgery, as many of you know, in which has nothing to do with my teeth. I'm very, very grateful for everybody's help buying personalized videos. I only have 6 left to do, so anybody who ordered past Sunday will get theirs before next week. Okay, so today's video though, you guys, I've been asking, what do you want to see? What do you want to see? If you want to, by the way, I asked Snapchat, I asked Facebook if you guys want to see updates of my surgery story. You can follow my Tumblr, 18 or older only, please, for Tumblr, Facebook, or Snapchat, and my Snapchat, everything, my social medias are listed down below, so let's get right in. I got this notebook from a whore, which is myself. I'm kidding, but so many of you aren't. Sorry, the battery percentage came on. Today's video is going to be me telling you guys some weird Hollywood childhood stories. Rest in peace, Hugh Hefner. I said Hollywood because I was thinking about him. He died of natural causes at age 91 this morning, and my heart goes out to him as he shaped the entire world, the sex industry and magazines and everything like that. So I do want to point out that some of these weird things are sexual. When I was a child, because you guys know that I went through sexual abuse and things like that, but it has really nothing to do with reasons why I did the things I did in this. But yeah, just a forewarning, nothing sinister. Okay, so the first one I think everybody can relate to, especially girls, or maybe boys too. When I was younger, I had like a dollhouse my parents bought me, and I had all kinds of different dolls I would put in it and things like that. And funny thing is, I would make those dolls, a lot of people have done this, but I would make them have sex. I would literally like take Ken and Barbie and make Barbie bend over, or I would like put them in positions I thought that people would have sex in, so that's really funny. Yeah, very odd, but I know it's like a typical thing, you know what I mean? Kids are curious, so they're like, okay, I'll test out all my dolls or something like that. But really funny, but that's the first thing. Sorry, my nose. Every morning that I go to the methadone clinic, once it kicks in, my skin starts becoming very itchy. But next week, I'm going down 4 milligrams, meaning I'll only be on 16 milligrams of methadone. And remember, I was on over 164 at one point, so I'm very proud of myself going from 160 to 16 milligrams. Here's the next one that I think a lot of kids could relate to, but then the one after that is sexual too, and I think that covers all the sexual stuff, and we'll get into the other stuff. But when I was younger, I was obsessed with Eminem and Limp Bizkit and Nickelback and Stained and every single other band in the world that is now just not respected except for Eminem. Oh my god. But my mom, my brother used to listen to rap, and I used to memorize Eminem's rap songs to sing to him, and he just never wanted to hear me, but it's alright. So my mom and dad bought me an an Eminem poster on my wall, and I was in love with this man. I was like starstruck, man. I would dream about him. I would So I started humping the M&M poster on the wall. And I know a lot of people do or did that when they were younger. Like, you have no idea how many conversations I've had where they're like, oh my god, I had this and that. But the next one, you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Excuse my language, I'll watch out. But yeah, I used to like nothing sexual would come out of it. Like, I wouldn't get off or anything weird, but I would lay on my back and put my legs up on the wall. Like, I would take the poster and put it down and tape it to the bottom so I could lay on my back and put my legs up. And I didn't even know what sex was at that point. I think I was being molested then, but that has nothing to do with anything. But yeah, like, when I was younger, I think I told you guys about this. I had my grandparents had the Spice Channel, which was channel 99. And one day, it was the first time I had ever seen porn, and I turned it on, and I remember this guy was like on top of this girl, but he was leaning down to kiss her. He was like rubbing her boobs. Like, I remember she had this like necklace that was hanging down, and he's like massaging her breasts and kissing her, and you could tell that he's like going at her, but it was the Spice Channel, so they didn't show anything. But anyway, yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna imitate that. So I like lay down all the time, and then I would get in the other positions on the poster on the wall. Awkward silence. But anyway, so the next one I have talked to you guys about a few times, but I promise you, with all of my person, everything inside of me, oh my god, this hair is making my face so itchy, but all of my person, I promise you that I am not in any way, shape, or form into bestiality, okay? I am not into that. I like men and women, all species of humans, obviously, like not children, but not animals. I'm gonna put this back here. But anyway, when I was younger, I don't know what is wrong with me, but I was obsessed with Scooby-Doo at one point. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I specifically remember this. I was having a birthday party when I was real younger, and I didn't even I was obsessed with Shaggy, but for some reason I got obsessed with Scooby-Doo. And I was like writing down in my diary, I was like, dear Scooby-Doo, you're so sexy, can you please come to my birthday party? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, that is a weird thing. That is looked down upon. Oh, and another thing, furries. I was like obsessed with like furries. They were just starting to come to light, but this was like 2001 and things like that, and I was like, oh my god, literally. But yeah, I'm at 10% battery. I gotta pick up the pace here. Where's my charger? I'm gonna have to go get it and do the other half of this video without binaural, if that's okay with you guys. But anyway, we'll keep going until like 15 minutes, and I'll turn it off and then keep going. But yeah, like, I remember like in my head thinking, is it normal to feel that way about animals? Like, it's so weird, but obviously I'm not into it now. Like, it was such a short thing, but I wrote in my diary, like, dear Scooby-Doo, you're so sexy, can we, like, go to my birthday party? So that's the third thing that I totally did, but anyway. Number 3, beg the crane machine operator for toys. Okay, so when I was younger, and I still am, but I just know it's a scam, so I know how it works, and I know that it's very rare to win, but my parents used to take me to Denny's with my brother all the time when we were younger, like for breakfast and stuff. We'd go late at night, and it was just really was like so excited. So, my dad won one actually. You could buy them at the desk. I don't know why he just didn't, but he only spent like $1 and he got me a big Sonic the Hedgehog stuffed animal. But then from then on out, we kept losing after that and losing, and I was like getting so frustrated. So then, one year, my dad, he was like, they were putting like the toys in the crane machine, and I seen this Scooby-Doo, and he had a Christmas hat on that was green and red, and we were going to look for a Christmas tree that night after Denny's, and I just remember like, I need that Scooby-Doo toy, because I was obsessed and I wanted to date Scooby-Doo, remember? So I remember going up to the thing, and I was like, can I play? And like, he was like, I'm kind of stalking it right now, it's gonna take me a while. And I was like, I was like, we keep losing and I lose every time I come here, could you please like make one like a little loose? And he's like, I can't do that for you, sweetie. And like, I felt so stupid, so I went to sit down, and then like I had to pee or something, or my dad had to pee, and he went up, and I remember like my dad said something to the guy, or the guy said something to him, and he went in the bathroom and came back, and then my dad was like, after we're done eating, go up, he's gonna be here for a while and he'll help you win or whatever. So I went up, and instead of even having me try, he just put the Scooby-Doo on top of the thing and waited for me. So when I came down, he like put it on the plastic rim, and then it just literally, I didn't even have to move it, like it just fell down in, and I thought that was so fucking kind. But every time that I ever saw a crane machine operator after that, my little cheating ass was like, can you help me win, please? Can you please help me win? So he like, I remember the one guy at Walmart loosened up a ton of them for me, so I just kept winning, but I gave them to the kids around me. So yeah, I still to this day would do it if I seen one, just be like, I can't win anything, can you please help me? There was a guy on Facebook who apparently can teach you how to win all these games, and I just don't believe it's true. But I'm gonna switch my mic. Well, I'm gonna take the mic out and just do non-binaural from here on out, so one moment please. Okay guys, so I am back, and I'm sure it sounds a lot different now that the microphone is disconnected. But yeah, let's continue with our video. I thought maybe my face wouldn't be as itchy if I put the hood up on my hoodie, and you're probably, excuse me, wondering where I got this hoodie, and the thing is I really genuinely do like this hoodie, but I ordered it last month, it was $60, and let me tell you something right now, I rarely ever spend more than like $10 on a hoodie, but the way that they were promoting this hoodie online, it's by Electro Threads. I don't know if you can see it on the back. Please don't buy it. They promised it would be shipped within 2 weeks, which is a lie. I waited a whole month. I just got it like last week, and I ordered it in like August 5th or 6th or something. But anyway, it's really thin fabric, like really thin. See that? It's that kind. So it's not fluffy, it's not good, it's not anything, and I can't stand it, so I really don't recommend it. And it's already losing its like luster color, and I've only worn it once since. But one more thing, let me know if you guys want me to take the nails off. They have to be off for my surgery on Monday. But I could take them off tonight and do some natural nail tapping for tomorrow's video, but you let me know. So let's get back into the video. Next, I always thought I could fly whenever I was younger, but no, this isn't like, oh, me just like, oh, this is fun, I think. Alright, so for some reason, I thought that if nobody was watching, and this is why I love quantum physics now, a very good introduction to quantum physics is Down the Rabbit Hole. It's on Netflix. It's actually an 8-hour documentary, but they only have like, I think the 3-hour version on there. It teaches you a lot. But when I was younger, a little girl, I was so obsessed with flying. I used to have this, what was it? The Nimble 5000 or 3000 from Harry Potter. my dad used to take me all the time to see all the movies, and I miss that a lot about him because he would always take me to see movies. But whenever I saw people flying, playing Quidditch or whatever, with those like brooms, I was like, I must have one. And we would always go to Walmart because our movie theater's right next to the Walmart. So we would always go to Walmart after, there's like ringing in my ear, after a movie would go on. And what's really funny is like we saw that broom and I was like, I need it. Like on SpongeBob, he's like, I need it. I needed it. My dad's like, we don't have the money right now, but he always used to surprise me. So the next day for work, after work, he brought it home for me. And I'm telling you right now, that thing, incredible. It vibrated though. Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah. Look it up. I think they took it off the market and re-brought it out because of that shit. Like it vibrated and my parents were like, why is it vibrating if you're supposed to have it between your legs? So anyway, I used to like run around the yard and like pretend I'm flying, and it was just so incredible and so much fun. And then I was thinking like I could fly if I wanted to. Like I could totally do it. Like it's totally possible. But the only thing is I was like, nobody believes me, so maybe if I shut all the blinds in my windows, like tape them shut, like make sure no one's home, I could do it. So my grandparents would always watch me. My nun was my dad's mother. She lived with us for a while. We lived in a big house, and then behind that house was a tinier house with like one bedroom. They built onto it, so both my pap and nun could live there, but my pap passed away. So they just had an extra room that I would always sleep over at. My brother was old enough to take care of himself, so while my parents worked all day, my grandma would watch me. So I remember going back into the normal house. She's like, I don't want you over there that long, come back. So every day I would go over for like 5 minutes. I would like have that paper tape, the one that you can just rip, and I would tape the blinds shut, and I'd be like, it'd make sure it's like really dark, and I'd have my little nimble or numble or whatever stick, and I'd be like, I'm gonna fly. Like this is going to happen. Like this is real life. Like, and I would try and I would try. And then once I got bored of the nimble or whatever, the broom, I was like, I can fly without it. Like I'd get bored of toys so bad. My mom waited for like 8 to 12 hours, I think, at Toys R Us when the Furby came out, and I played with it for an hour. And that's how I learned how to be grateful. Trust me. Long story. We'll get into that some other day. But yeah, I felt so bad because like she really cried when she found out that like I wasn't playing with my Furby. Like I always threw it to the side, and it made me like lose everything, and I was like, I'm so sorry, Mom. And from then on out I really played with my toys. But yeah, so anyway, I would pretend to run around and fly, and I would jump real high, and like sometimes I thought I was just about to get it, but I don't know, a lot of kids I know could relate to that. But the next one is probably the most graphic of all this. So if you've ever heard of Tana Mongoose, Mongoose video about sticking a toothbrush up inside her, like getting effed by a toothbrush, it's pretty much what I did when I was little. I took a spinning toothbrush that was brand new, hard bristles, and I stuck it up inside me and then turned it on. Good times. Yeah. At least I was real about it. Like, at least I just told you guys. Yeah, whenever I was younger once, I was at my grandma's, my mom's, and I was like, wow, I've never seen a spinning toothbrush before, and I was like, I wonder what this would feel like, if it would feel good, and I just stuck it up there and turned it on, and I immediately regretted it. So next. That was about it. Like there was no blood, there was nothing. It didn't hurt after. It hurt during, but anyway. Okay, so the next one is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of not graphic, but it's like if you have an eating disorder, I'm warning you now. Like if this triggers you or whatever, I'm really sorry. So I had a couple little eating disorders when I was younger, but nothing severe. Like I would never compare myself to somebody who's truly, truly suffering because my mind suffered, but my body didn't, if that makes sense. I always wanted to be skinny, so I would do all kinds of crazy things with my best friend at the time. Her name was Zach. To try to make ourselves lose weight. Like we would plastic wrap around ourselves thinking that we would lose weight in the morning, and we did, but it was water weight, you know what I mean? So we'd end up getting constantly dehydrated, and it was just all around bad. But This one is when I was younger, when I first started getting into it, I was like, there has to be an easier way. So I would take a belt and put it around my waist because here, I'll show you what I mean. I hate my body because of, and this is why I'm getting my surgery Monday, but I hate my body because I have hips that literally just stick out. Like, look at that. Like, I have the dimples, the back dimples, but my body doesn't match. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm bloated right now. Sorry about that. But yeah, like, see how they just kind of stick out? Like, but anyway, I would take a belt and I would wrap it around my waist, and then I would pull and pull and pull. I'm just gonna put this down. And I would pull it, and like you would see the fat cells like accumulating around. So then I would take a kitchen knife and try to poke it and pop them. Yeah, very childish. And very wrong, because like I'd wake up with bruises and it was just all around bad. There was one day that I didn't eat for like, I literally wouldn't eat for 4 days straight. Like nothing, not even water. And I remember like almost wanting to pass out. I couldn't make it through school. They sent me home. They didn't understand what was wrong with me. They were like, she's dehydrated. She needs to eat. So they kept trying to hand me crackers, and I was like, no, it's fine. I don't need to eat right now. I ended up eating it, and then I ended up going, and my mom got me McDonald's on the way home. Nobody knew about it. It's something nobody knows. But I got over it, you know what I mean? Because I just never had the will. I'm really sorry for scratching the way I am. Like, this is unreal. But anyway. Next. A lot of people, this is debated, there's like a ringing in my ear that has not gone away. But this has been debated through like a bunch of people for a long time, and it is people claiming they remember to be born. I, with all my heart, I swear on my kids, I swear on my family, I swear on everything, this whole channel, I believe that I remember being born. Like, I remember whenever I came out like this, like looking up, and I saw the light, and I saw like part of my mom's leg in the air, and I was pulled up, and they used to do the spanking. My mom said everything that I said is what happened, but she might have told me before. But I remember it. I remember coughing like going, you know, like when a child is born, it's literally the ultimate life. Like, it's life. Yes, you were growing the whole time, everything like that, but I mean, holy shit. So it's like your brain's literally like growing and expanding. So it's like, how could you not remember that? But I understand. It's a little far-fetched, but you never know. I used to do these puppet shows. I have 2 more. I used to do these puppet shows with my hands, and they were called the backies. Like, on Christmas Eve, we could never sleep in the house because we were so excited to wake up and open presents. So I would do this, like, and I used to be like, time for the Becky show, like something really cringy, and I'd be like, hi, I'm Becky. Hi, I'm Becky too. And I'd make them kiss and like all this weird shit. But yeah, like, I don't know, I'd always have the puppet show, and all the time, like when I had no one and I felt alone, I would always like play with the backies and be like, hey guys, and they'd be like, oh hey Sarah, how are you? And then I wouldn't play with them until like next year, you know what I mean? So it was always kind of a weird thing I did like every Christmas Eve to help me fall asleep, which ultimately I never fell asleep. Like, I would stay up all night long. All night long, all night, all night, all night long, all night. Alright. And the last one is, I used to whisper secrets into my hands and put them behind my head. Now, it's so weird that I remember that though. I used to do this for some reason. My mom would always be like, I can't remember this, or I'm forgetting this, or you kids made me forget, because believe it or not, my mother had several miscarriages before my brother and I. Like, she had my brother first, then miscarried all the way up to me. So, and then I believe she miscarried again. So that was very interesting. Yeah, so I guess I'm special. No, but to all my unborn brothers and sisters, like, I feel them and I believe that I see them in dreams sometimes. Very weird. But anyway, when my mom would tell me that she would forget, I tried to come up with something in my head, like how can I remember my stuff? So what I would do is whenever I had like something I needed to remember, or I wanted to remember forever, I used to be like, I feel like this today, on this day, at this time, and then close it real quick, like the secret's still in my hand, and then just put it back here behind my head, and then and then allegedly that would just be me remembering, so. I know, it makes no sense. Like, I guess as kids, you know, I used to always be like, I want to grow up, and everybody would be like, no, you're gonna regret it once you grow up. And that was like the main thing. I'd be like, there's no way I'm gonna regret this stuff. Like, I want to grow up now. You know what I mean? Like, and to be honest, I was already like a little bit more mature than a lot of kids my age because of what I'd been through and things like that. And they were right. I don't want to be this old, you know? I want to be a kid again. Although, you know, I had an incredible childhood, man, and I know a lot of kids don't, but as much as the abuse and stuff that I went through sexually with other people, my parents, they gave me an incredible childhood, and I'm very grateful for that. So if you guys are still watching, kudos, and please let me know down in the comments, like, anything weird that you did. On my sexual abuse story, you guys told your stories, and I thought that was so incredibly noble of you guys, like, especially some of the things that you said that you were into and stuff like that. Like, we will not judge here. There's absolutely nothing besides hate. Anything that's deleted will be hate. If you post a negative comment that is not an opinion, like, for example, if you want to come on here and be like, I didn't like this video at all, I can't believe you said that, that's not hate. That's an opinion. But if you come on here and you're like, whore at the methadone clinic, yeah, I'll probably delete it. But alright, you guys, I'm out of here. Don't buy from Electro Threads, and let me know in the comments what you guys did weird that was as a child. And don't feel embarrassed, because we were all kids once, and I guarantee there's always going to be someone who did something a lot weirder or less weirder. So I love you guys with all of my person, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.